Hey there folks, my name's Torinski and welcome back to another DCSS Sunday. Today we're of course jumping right back into the usual routine, trying to get a win with every deity in the game. Where we last left off, we'd had a rough start to our Formicid days, but ended up with a pretty solid run that unfortunately I kind of threw away as we made our way into the entrance to Swamp. But hey, today's a new day, though we're not going to stray too far from that. I think we're going to be going in with Naga Archer today, potentially of Jivya if we're able to swing that way. Of course, who knows what the dungeon has in store, so without further ado, let's get ready. Hop right into it, shall we? Oh, poor Anbei. You did your best, friend. So we're gonna try this once more. We've done a decent number of attempts for Naga Hunter and it's never gone especially well, but this time will hopefully be a bit different. And I think we're gonna do a bit of an homage to Warcraft 3. Way back when. Okie dokie. And of course we do all the usual routine here, or at least we try to, before immediately hitting all the wrong keys over and over again. Perfect. But we can get our skills sorted, auto pickup as well, and maybe we won't bother with stones this time. Maybe it's finally about time I change my ways and stop picking up stones, because I never end up using them. Just an old habit, I guess. And last but not least, we'll of course dump a morgue file here so we can grab that seed and put it up on screen here in just a moment. Just in case any of you lovely folks are playing along at home. See how you fare in the dungeon here. Hey Brain, how's it going? Hope things have been well on your end, my friend. And away we go. Oof. Dart Slug already looking to be almost too much to handle. It's not a great indicator for our future, but at least most of the other enemies are just melee, so as long as we're outputting enough damage, we can kind of take care of them before they get too close. Hey Bonnie Sagus. Hey Torinski, found me on YouTube and happy to catch me live. Love the chill, laid back style. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping on by. But yeah, welcome to the live show here. Oops, I forgot to disconnect my phone. So that's probably, if I had to guess, stop the music for all of you. Normally with the wireless headphones I have to remember to completely disconnect them from my phone, otherwise this happens as soon as I get a call. Whoopsie daisies. One moment here. Okay. At least it just continues right back into it. Apologies for the delay. And let's get right back in the saddle here, shall we? And see if we can't bring this Naga a little bit further than we have as of late here. This way you can finally actually shout at me when I pick up a good item and don't notice for 4 floors afterward. Oh, me oh my, I'm sure you'll have plenty of opportunity to do so, if previous experience has anything to say for it. Whether I listen to people or I just stubbornly stick to my own ways, that is potentially another question altogether. Because for whatever reason, even though I've played this game for years now, I still don't feel like I'm getting any better because I just get completely stuck in my ways forever. As we haven't altered, to Jivya, Chabriatos, or Zin. So we could get early Jivya here. Don't know how well Jivya synergizes with Archer. I mean, regardless, it's nice to have some corrosion damage from turning all the walls into slime, I guess. And it's pretty rare that we have the opportunity to have Jivya early on, so I guess we'll go for it here. We'll see how it goes. And we do get Jivya. Okay, well this is suddenly changing how I view the run completely. Very interesting. I guess the mutation is just nice no matter what kind of character you're playing. That's not really decided by our playstyle. But I think the main thing is, what's the Slimify, the poison hit that you can do? I doubt we'll be using too much. I don't think it works with ranged weapons, but I could be wrong. Regardless, I guess This is our life now, and all praise the mighty slime in the sky. Hey, Jessica. Not too shabby. That is intended as a gentle rib, by the way. It used to be critical when you don't have to talk, be entertaining, and play at the same time. Well, I definitely do at least one of those things. I am unable to shut up when I'm on here, but I appreciate the thoughtfulness that's going into that, because it's definitely a bit of a strange experience to play DCSS on stream, but that's mostly just me trying to come up with some explanation, some excuse that I can always use when things go horribly wrong. Should hide behind Robin here so that we're not taking mighted slingshots over and over again. So that's doing a surprising amount of damage. Oof. In fact, this is starting to look a bit rough. I mean, chances are I can kill this son of a gun and then we should be okay. And that regeneration off of Jivya is definitely looking pretty fantastic so far. Should also take another look at that hat that dropped. Yeah, and you want one more armor class, bringing us from 3 to 4. I guess I'll take it. Looks like the sprite wasn't quite meant to mix Naga and this hat. It's looking a little bit wonky, but that's fine. Oh, right, Natasha. No, I don't. I normally try not to kill you, my friend. You can tell that I'm definitely moving on a bit of autopilot here today, immediately breaking, or just about coming close to breaking one of my moral codes, but that's fine. Dropping into a shaft and falling a couple of floors on the other hand. A bit less fine, but hopefully we'll survive. And hey, Eve Kekiro? Or Kekiro? Hey man, been watching my videos a bunch, finally caught me live. Well, welcome. Wow, it's a first day live for a couple of folks today. Well, yes, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Hopefully don't drive you too insane here. Oh right, I got shafted here. Oh no. Scroll teleportation is exactly what I was hoping for. Will I live long enough to see it come to fruition? Doubtful, but we'll try. Potion of Might is not exactly what we're looking for. Potion of Haste. Not what we were looking for. Oh, geez, even with haste, we're not able to escape a Shadow Imp. That is rough stuff, but we'll quickly heal up here. Holy moly. Again, the regeneration from Jivya coming in handy there to just expedite the entire experience a little bit. Oh, hey, Jabriatos, unfortunately, a bit too little too late on your altar there, my friend. But hopefully we can find another upstairs right away and get the heck out of Dodge before things get too much more untenable here on our new floor, I think. Okay, just barely sneak by without alerting our black bear friend. Oh, me oh my. You can just find a stairwell. There we go. Oh boy. Take that bad boy upstairs and resume our normal progress here as is normally expected, or usually expected, I should say. Hello, my slime friends. Wait. Oh, slimes. I was gonna say, slimes make this little vault area free, but on the flip side of that, they also unfortunately eat up all the items in it. Kind of defeating the purpose, but that is fine. Ooh. And we do end up getting yet another black bear. Go gadget slime. Oof. Or not. You did your best, kiddo. I don't know if I should be engaging in this fight, but I think we're gonna give it a shot. We at least get good damage off of our poison. And if we can just wait for that to come back one more time. There we go. Much better damage than our bow, at least at this stage in the game. Hopefully not for too much longer here. But oh me oh my. If there's a barding here, we will definitely start to be in business. Robe of augmentation. Huh. I don't think I've seen that before. But it would potentially be decent for us here. You know, we're looking for light armor for sure, and this is way better than just plain leather armor. we'll see by the time we have 600 gold and some change whether we will probably or potentially have found something slightly better than that, but you know, something to keep in mind at the very least. Apparently Jivya can upgrade Naga's Poison Spit, which is a nice bit of synergy. Ooh, very interesting. Does Jivya have a lot of species-specific mutations like that? Or I guess in general, or more generally I should say, context-specific mutations? Oh man. Unfortunately, all of our stairwells are kind of in the same general vicinity here. I think I would like to try and kill Sigmund, at least while we're stuck here with the constriction. Why do I do this to myself? Well, I'm not sure if we'll survive long enough to see that synergy come to pass. At the very least, I could haste up. And then maybe go for heal wounds would be nice. Potion of attraction, not quite gonna cut it. Hey, there we go, heal wounds, perfect. Just in time, holy moly. And really was just in time, as we do manage to just squeak by there by the skin of our teeth. And no, but there are a few species with a specific mutation, and the god can hit those. Imagine there are other ways to hit them. Because I don't think Jivya can't affect demon spawn mutations, right? I feel like those are kept very much siloed away from any other type of mutation, but I very easily could be wrong. Pretty much every time I've ever played with Jivya has been the one time I did it on stream as a deep dwarf, so my knowledge pool in that regard is exceptionally limited. There we go, we do get Oozomancy. Very nice. I probably want to keep focused where we are for now, and unfortunately we do lose access to our helmet as we grow some horns here. But what else? Iridescent scales. AC +6. That is huge. I was wondering actually why we were sitting at 9 armor class. That confused me at first blush, but all makes a bit more sense now, and that is lovely to see. And hopefully we're a little more well prepped. We're taking care of our bear friend, and indeed we are, so that's fantastic. Ooh, a +1 cloak as well. Again, I feel like we're getting pretty ridiculously lucky now at getting a mutation that kind of offsets some of our natural weaknesses in Archer, you know, specifically being the lack of armor class or any defenses really to speak of. So that is fantastic. And yeah, I'm hoping that because we're an archer and we're dealing damage at range here, we'll avoid a lot of the classic issues or pitfalls of Naga, and more specifically their lack of movement. Ooh, but the Staff of the Meek is interesting. Guess I'll be pretty slow to attack. Interesting. Provides extra protection to wielders with little health. Well, that's definitely not us. Seeing as how we have the +20% modifier to our health from being a Naga. But something to think about, I guess, potentially for the future. Kind of want to try Jivya and Demon Spawn just to maximize the mutations. Right? Go pure chaos strats and just see how it all shakes out. That's the nice one for positive mutations. I feel like you could also do a combination of Zom and Demon Spawn to get a true mix of good and bad. But, you know, Jivya is definitely the safer bet there in regards to ensuring some level of survivability. In fact, I feel like it's been too long since I did a good solid Zom run. Hold up. Definitely would like this cloak here. Again, it should increase our armor class above our current dex, or our current leather armor, I should say. Resistance to electricity and a bit of extra dex. Doesn't hurt either. I would gladly take that. Now, if we just find ourselves a barding, we are definitely in business. So that is very interesting. So, etc. You can never find an invocation using God for your demon spawn. Oof. That's always rough when you can't take advantage of one of your combination's best aptitudes. Always a rough go at things, for sure. But yeah, you kind of suck at the game. Zommer for those that are good at it. I wonder how much people would agree or disagree with that. Oh, we got it. Acidic saliva. That's probably the one that we were looking for, right? Acid begins to drip from your mouth. How about that? So I guess the question for that Zom statement is, do good players just never pick Zom out of principle? It's definitely never going to be a consistent method to play the game, to say the least. Though I do love that in its own special way. Perfect. Unfortunately, I did see that willpower leather armor slightly too late, so by the time I realized, I believe our slime friends had already, gotten themselves a bit of a free lunch, as it were, but that's fine. I believe it's just artifacts that are protected from our slime's ceaseless hunger, but I definitely could be wrong. Let's get some acid spit out there. In fact, one more time with feeling. Fantastic. And we'll continue kind of just trading off. It's a little bit finicky in regards to inputs, just to keep switching back and forth between our weapon and the spit. It would help a bit, I guess. It wouldn't be too bad if I put spit poison into our quivered position. Then I can kind of go between tab and P alternating, and that will kind of sort of do the trick, but we'll see if I come to regret that at any point in the near future here. There's the audio, that would help. I don't know, I feel like you're saving yourself from some of the inane rambling that I generally subject all of you lovely folks to over the course of these streams. But I guess the flip side of that is you don't get the wonderful musings of the wickedly talented Adrian Towns. Hey Dairy Power, your first win was with a Troll Chaos Knight that eventually dropped Zom for Jivya? Oh wow. I think you're probably in a bit of a camp there that is very unique. I'm not sure if there would be many folks out there who could say the same. Let's take a look as we continue to mutate. We get some of our iridescent scales back, so those had receded just a wee bit. Do lose our corrosive spit, but we gain 8 dexterity. Okay, melee attacks may engulf foes and ooze. I don't plan on really taking advantage of that at any point. I'd like to stick to our ranged approach, at least for the moment. Not the end of the world. Perfect. Before I'd kind of talked myself into the Naga Hunter and trying this again, I originally was debating doing a Naga Ice Mage, and the one thing holding me back from that were the whites, as we just saw there. Because having only poison and cold damage as your output sources seemed like it might be a little bit on the rough side for dealing with any kind of early white issues, but interesting. We will definitely put on the gloves right away. We're up to 18 armor class. So this is our second run in a row, counting our Formicid from last week, that has had a pretty ridiculously high armor class, at least for an archer character. So let's hope that this one goes slightly more successfully than that previous attempt. But no promises, of course. Hello, Pickle. Do you want to let us use period here? Oh, right. And there I do take some issue from the fact that we had set ourselves up in this slightly different quiver versus archery combination here, but that's fine. And let's see, Uzamancy is now fully castable, so that's very nice. And yeah, Slimify, let's double check. I think this is just melee. Coats a wielded weapon or your fist with slime, turning the next living or corporeal undead monster hit into a neutral slime. It does just say wielded weapon. So potentially it does work with our bow here. I guess we'll have to figure that out eventually. Hello, Castronaut. One of the few enemies that is on pace with us for speed here. I think I should be able to take you on, though I'm worried I'll come to regret this. We'll have to see how it goes. Not too shabby. Just a normal hat on this son of a gun, unfortunately, but that's fine. How did I get a slime friend? I didn't realize that's something you did, Jivya. Huh. I shudder from the blown out jelly. Oh, it's when you take a hit. Right. We get to turn ourselves into a bit of a royal jelly style of run ourselves. Again, you can tell that I'm not very used to Jivya and have no idea what's going on here. You've been playing too much Barakis, etc. You keep thinking, you're slow, jump. If only, if only. Baraki are some of my favorite characters to play with ranged, both for the jump and just for that extended line of sight. So incredible. If you can take advantage of it. And yeah, thank you, Bonus, for coming in to just make sure we had a decent understanding of the hit mechanics there. And let's see, a longbow. Current attack delay is at 0.9. Then I will definitely take that. That brings our damage up quite a bit here. Not quite doubling it, but adding another, I think we went from 18 to 10, or at least we were at 18 the last time we checked in on that. So I could also take a peek here. Yeah, we have nowhere near enough money, and we did kind of get to the point where we found something that is arguably better than the rope we found there. You know, it gives the same amount of armor class and dex, but it has the advantage of a bit of electricity resistance, seeing as how we will most likely not have any real need for the, some mutations coming in. But fortunately, I believe Jivya takes care of most of those problems as we go along here. There we go, Soul Eater definitely giving us a little more trouble than I would have liked. In fact, so much trouble that I immediately lost train of my thought completely. Oh right, comparing robes. I don't think we'll need intelligence or strength at any point in this run is kind of where that was deriving from. And look at that. Ice Devil, no problem whatsoever here. Hey Zoe, how's it going? Thank you so much for the resubscription. 5 months now. Holy moly. Well, thank you as always for your continued support. You know, largely just showing up and hopefully having a good time. If you're just suffering, then I apologize, I guess. But I hope it's a positive interaction at the very least. And regardless, it is always nice to see you. Perfect. We're kind of just quickly tabbing our way through all these sons of guns, for better or for worse. Probably could be a little bit safer in our approach, but fortunately it's kind of working out for us. Ooh, until some paralysis comes in. Ooh. And a Hydra. Oh no. I guess we'll heal up, and fortunately that brings us out between the slow and where we are sitting. That was just barely enough. How do I, let's say, never go this way again? I think that's, oh no, this way. Never go this way again is the safe way to do that. And interesting. I mean, is that potentially our lair entrance? Definitely some non-lair enemies, the genie and whatnot. Don't want spells in my quiver? No, I don't think so for this character. And you're right that is a bit of a strange sentiment now that I've thought about it.